Hey guys, this is the Sports Kid. It's Sunday, June 1st, 2025, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. My dad and I had a great time discussing the Detroit Sports Spectacular, my experience trading sports cards, getting some autographs, interviewing Cornelius Johnson, Amik Robertson, and even Barry Sanders. I'm rolling out a new episode every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again. Enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A three-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Cade to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Is the Sports Kid Podcast. And here is your host, the one and only Sports Kid. Let's go.
Uh-oh. We got a drum roll going. Let's go. What's up, Emery?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on the Detroit sports and more.
That is right. We had a very busy last couple days.
Here, hold on.
Pretty excited to get into that. But yeah, latest news for the podcast next week, episode 20. 20 weeks, going strong, nonstop. So looking forward to that. We've got some exciting stuff in the works for next week's episode. So be sure to tune in live for that, because we probably going to be doing some giveaways again, and got some different stuff coming to the podcast. The look of it, we're going to switch up a couple things just on the visual side of things. Got a couple different audio things that we're working on too. So working on also getting the t-shirt thing going still. I'm trying to figure out a way to do or to sell t-shirts without having to create a whole online store. So I've got an idea for that, and I think we're pretty close, so we should have that rolled out next week as well. So, but yeah, I think that's kind of it for the latest updates on the podcast side of things. Emery, what do you have for us today?
So we've got a great show for you today, as always, and we're going to be talking about our experience at the Detroit Sports Spectacular.
Yeah.
Because that was spectacular. But
Spectacular.
But first, recent scores and updates. The Tigers beat the Royals 1-0, and their record is now 39-21, and they are first in the AL Central. That's
still
big.
hot. Still hot.
Yeah. The New York Knicks lost to the Pacers 125-108 and lost the series 4-2. So
should we give them a to the New York Knicks?
So the NBA Finals is the Thunder versus the Pacers.
And your prediction was
the Thunder.
Emery's got the Thunder winning the whole thing, so you're 4 wins away from being right.
Yeah. On Thursday, the Oilers beat the Stars 6-3 and won the series 4-1, and will face the Panthers on Wednesday for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, that should be exciting. Looking forward to that one. We watched that game the other day, and the Panthers came out quick with 3 goals early in the first period.
Or the Oilers, I mean.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It was the Oilers against the Panthers, or the Oilers against the Stars.
Yeah.
My brain's a little mushy after the last couple days. But yeah, Oilers versus the Stars. Yeah, the Oilers came out strong in that game, and the Stars battled back, tried to win it. Just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, and Emery had who winning the entire thing?
The Panthers. So I'm 4 wins away from that as well.
Yeah, so we shall see if he is right. NBA playoffs, championships coming up.
Yeah.
NHL, Stanley Cup Finals.
So let's kind of move into the Detroit Sports Spectacular, kind of.
Want to do that first and then that?
I say we do like.
I think why don't you give a quick Dodgers, New Hope Church of Oxford Dodgers update? Doesn't have to be super long, but.
So on Friday, we played the Diamondbacks. They're the best team in the league. They have like 3 players who like hit home runs like every game, literally. Like there was one game that they hit like 4 home runs in total. Yeah. They're insane.
They're the best team in our
division.
Our division, yep.
And so we played them, and we actually played really good till like the first 3 innings. We were up, like pretty. Bad.
You guys scored 6 runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
And then held them
to no runs.
To no runs in the first. I think they might have got 1 or 2 in the second.
Yeah. But it was like, we were playing really good. And then, like, towards the end of the game, the pitching and other things kind of went wrong. And that's kind of when. Well, they hit like 2 home runs in a row.
In the 4th inning, they tied the game up.
Because they hit
8-8. Or we were tied 8-8 at the end of the 4th inning.
Because they hit those 2 home runs.
Yeah, they were solo shots, I think, but which
is good.
If they're gonna hit home runs, might as well be solo shots instead of clearing bases. So
yeah.
But then we went in the 5th inning and
I
got
on base all 3 for 3. I hit the one. Does it technically count as an error? Because it was hit right to the second baseman and it went through him.
Yeah, we don't really worry about errors too much. We'll call it a hit.
Yeah. So I hit it. The second baseman didn't get it and went right through him. So I was safe on first. And then the other 2 times I got walked. But there was one at bat that 9 pitches were thrown to me. I hit like 4 foul.
Yeah, Emery stayed up there, battled. Their pitcher was, he's a friend of ours. He's a good kid. Throws some heat, and Emery stood up there and battled against him.
Yeah.
Fouling off pitches and had the full count for a while. And Emery was just staying alive in there and hung in there and got walked. So.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Well, what about the big news?
Oh, I made the All-Star team. So
Emery made the All-Star team.
Or All-Star game. Or
All-Star team for the division. And the All-Star game is next Sunday. So we'll be doing that next Sunday before the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was all team selected. So me being the coach was trying to stay out of it. And so I had all the kids come up to me after the last game and they all voted and Emery made it. So pretty exciting for Emery because this is his 4th year playing.
Is it actually?
Yeah. He played coach pitch, 2 years FYP, and now Babe Ruth.
Oh, yeah.
First year making the All-Stars. So, yes, pretty exciting. Definitely awesome. We're going to give that a air horn. So, Emery is on the All-Star team. He has played very consistently well this year.
At first.
First base has been good. He made some really good plays the other day. And yeah, hitting the ball, getting on base. So yes, exciting for that. So next Sunday is the All-Star game, and then the following week is the playoffs. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We've got how many more games? 4 games.
2 8. That means we're 10. Yep, 4 more games.
2 more games this week, and then 2 more of the games the following week, and then that's it. Yeah. And then Father's Day, and that's it. Baseball will be done for the summer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're playing on Father's Day.
Well, the championship is. So if you guys make it to the championship, or we make it to the championship. So, yeah, so that is awesome. A couple comments coming in from my mother. She said your team played well. Mel from Tallahassee said Emery's an all-star. And Mom said Friday was a great game. Hard work pays off, bud. Yes. It was a really good game. It was fun. Told the boys before the game, this is the best team in the league or the division. And the one kid, our buddy Micah, he's like, I don't care. We can beat them. We just got to play hard. He's always super optimistic, which is cool. And yeah, we just went into it and played our best game. The last inning, we just we couldn't stick with it. It was mostly just some errors, some pitching mistakes, and they just got more hits and runs.
We started off really hot, and then we kind of, slowed down.
Yeah. But that's a good update. So next week, stay tuned. Episode 20, All-Star Game weekend.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
I think the All-Star Game is going to be cool because in Babe Ruth, because it's Lake Orion and Orba, because there's not enough teams really.
Well, it's 4 Oxford teams versus 4 Lake Orion teams, so the All-Star will be
12v12.
Yeah, best from Oxford, the best from Lake Orion type of thing. So pretty cool.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, and you'll get to play with kids that you've never played. Well, some you've played with before, but some of the kids on the Diamondbacks that you haven't played with, So awesome. So that's that. Do we want to talk about anything else? Tigers. Last week we did not talk about Scooble.
Scooble's complete game shutout.
Yeah, that was crazy. Scooble's still been hot. I mean, he pitched really well yesterday. And,
Except they lost.
They lost 1-0. But Scooble...
Scooble didn't pitch yesterday.
I think he did.
He pitched today.
No. It was yesterday.
Oh.
I don't know who pitched today. But he has been hot.
Probably Mize.
A lot of people have been... They want the contract. They've been... A lot of stuff I've been seeing on social media is... Send him the papers. Send him the stacks of money.
Yeah, on 97.1 they were talking about they need to pay him $140 million for it to be a competitive contract. So if you don't know what that means, it pretty much means if they offer him $140 million, it will be harder to get more money than that.
Okay. That's a really good
it's
offer.
Yeah, people would have to be really desperate to pay anymore.
Yeah. Well, I would say the Tigers are kind of desperate.
Yes.
Meaning
they're nothing without Scooble.
Well,
not necessarily that. It just he kind of carries for the pitching side.
I don't want to say it's a guarantee win when he pitches, but he definitely puts us in the best position to win.
Yeah. When Scooble's pitching, we have a really good chance of winning,
And when he pitches a complete game and then his last pitch is 103 miles an hour.
And he was under 100 pitches.
In 96 or somewhere in the mid-90s. Yeah. Yeah, that was a big highlight last week that we kind of grazed over because we were talking about other things. But but that was big. Anything else recently? I know we're eager to get into the Sports Spectacular update because
I'm eager to open these other things.
We had a very awesome last couple days.
Yeah, it was the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. So
I want to do these first.
Okay.
And then we can do talk about these.
Okay.
And then we can go into the...
Why don't you share what the show is about and then tell them what you got here?
So the show starts the Detroit Sports Spectacular. So there's players, new... Well, the guys that hooked you.
Yeah. So we got a comment in here from Noah. Glad the guys at JMC hooked you up. Yes, thank you.
So at first, mainly it's cards and memorabilia and stuff like that. And then there's players that come and you can go get their autographs. And it's a really cool, how they do it, kind of.
Yeah.
I think. So, and then some people, people do giveaways and give away free packs and goodie bags and all that kind of stuff. So, start with them. Right?
Yeah, so start with whatever you want. Emery was treated very well, I will say, this weekend.
Yeah.
The guys at JMC are awesome.
Yeah.
Top-notch guys. And JMC treated us and Emery very well. We love those guys. And huge shout-out to them. And then there's other people. It's really cool because people there like to help out the kids.
Yeah.
And the guys talking
all the vendors and everybody, really.
Yep. And so it's cool to see. I was talking with Brian from JMC today, and he was saying the kids are the next generation. They're the ones these young guys are going to be the ones that carry the hobby forward. And there's a lot of kids running around there, and Emery was one of them today.
I think that. There's the card world is an expensive hobby and world, kind of. And I feel not my generation, but the generation before me has really, really expensive card, stuff like that. But I think that this generation is gonna, I just think.
Yeah, there's some crazy dollar. We were looking at, Emery held a card today.
I held a card that was $20,000. My hands just shaking.
But there's other. 20,000 is a lot. But then we were looking.
There was $400,000, $250,000. It was ridiculous prices that people for example, the $250,000 card was a Michael Jordan rookie PSA 10. And people in 1986 would have never thought that.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of Babe Ruths. Got to meet a cool guy today we talked to for a little bit. He had a ton of... I'm big into the vintage stuff. Emery not so much, but this guy had all of the Grail cards, they call them.
He had a Mickey Mantle that was
he had
$110,000.
Yeah, he had a lot of Mickey Mantles.
A lot of Babe Ruth Gaudies.
Yeah. He had some great cards.
Michael Jordan rookies, all the big cards.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I want to do, should we touch on this? I'll touch real quick on this. I'd shared these cards before on the podcast. These are 1968 Topps game cards. So I had talked about these before and talked about needing to complete my set. And I was able to do that this weekend. Picked up several different cards, some of the bigger names. Thought I had them all laid out here somewhere. I think they're stacked over here. So we got Carl Yastrzemski, Pete Rose, Brooks Robinson, Willie Mays, Harmon Killebrew.
Is Willie Mays the
Frank
home run?
Robinson.
Is he the one that hits a home run in the game?
Yeah, so I picked all those up, and Willie Mays at the home run. So 1968. Finally, that's the first set of cards that I've ever completed, and pretty happy to do that.
Yeah.
But what do you got? So you got some stuff. Emery's been itching to rip some stuff.
Got a lot. Actually, I got all of these yesterday. So, Rochester, sports card. They were like giving out like goodie bags and other things. So I got these 2 packs of Topps baseball cards. I think they're from different years. I think one's 23 and one's I really don't know, but
Yeah, they're like some insert packs
and
or
then
something.
this is some hockey cards that was also in a goodie bag from them.
Somewhere from the Three Kings.
Sorry. I thought I don't know. And then I have this Top Series 1, which I'm excited to open that. And then some Topps Heritage, where we've had some good luck with Topps Heritage. So yeah. And then at
finally,
Rochester Sports, so they were doing like a free raffle giveaway. It was really cool. They were just handing out raffle tickets, and you could win things. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything in the raffle, but afterwards,
well, they did the raffle, and then the raffle was kind of meaningless because then they just started.
it was meaningless. Then the owner starts picking up boxes, and he's just chucking them. It was crazy. And then he went back for round 2, and that's when I kind of was like, I want to get one of these. So I started pushing my way through people, and I've had good experiences with doing that. And I got this, and it was the funniest story. This guy, it's me and this other kid. I no clue who this kid is. He's like, hoops, they're my favorite. And he throws it to him, and I just kind of yoink and just grab it.
I think it was going to you, but the kid was there standing next to you.
It was going in his hands, and I just kind of yoinked it.
Yeah, Emery's got this. He's going to have that story packed in his brain for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of packs here to rip.
And then, should I show him these first?
Yeah, show those real quick. Emery did. He went in there. He had never really traded cards. We had never really traded cards before.
Yeah.
So we've talked about that on the show quite a bit.
I've kind of like traded Pokemon cards.
So we got a comment real quick from our buddy Tom Daly. He said that's called an interception.
Yes. It was an interception.
It was a pick 6.
Yes.
So we'd never traded cards. We talked about that before. Like we've got all these stacks of cards and stuff going around. And so went into the show. Emery had done all the research, brought a stack of cards. Yesterday, made a trade.
Yes. And then...
What? Go ahead and tell what the trade was.
So I had a Caleb Williams silver that I traded...
Which was, you had comped out about...
Like $100.
Yeah, $100.
And then I traded for a Terry McLaurin rookie patch auto out of 99.
Yeah.
And it was comped at like 140. So like you comp it out at that, but then when people are like buying and trading, there's a different value. So usually like
they'll do 80%.
80% or like 60% is usually what people will do. So
he was able to flip that first card with $20.
Mm-hmm. And I
got the Scary Terry RPA.
Yeah. Then this morning, I traded it with another Jaden Daniels card for this Drake London rookie ticket auto, which is like...
And that's numbered, right?
Out of 75.
Yeah.
Which is like $120, $130 card.
Yep.
And so I traded the other card and a Jaden Daniels that I had, and then the guy gave me $10 cash.
Yeah, that card and $10.
Yeah. So that was a good deal.
So that was the big extent of the trading, right?
Yeah. And I didn't really move that card. I tried moving it. I tried selling it, and not a lot of people didn't want it. So I think I'm going to either try selling it on eBay or try to sell it at the National or something.
Yeah, or we can try to go to another show and sell it.
Yeah. And then from JMC Sports, I got this Shohei Ohtani card. It's a patch, a holiday one. It's a really cool card. And And then that guy that I bought the rookie ticket auto from, he said that he had some dollar bins, and he said that I could pick 5 cards out of there for free. So I don't really need to show that because that's not really like a big card.
That's fine. Show those.
I got this David Montgomery optic, and then this Laker out of 99 out of optic too, and then this Brooke Lopez for the Milwaukee Bucks out of 75, which is cool. And then I got this Prism David Montgomery for the Lions. This isn't numbered. It's just a cool.
So a couple comments. So Mel, you were asking about the meet and greet stuff. So we will get into that. We got to save the best for last with the meet and greets because we did have some awesome.
Yeah, we'll just put it at that. Some awesome stuff.
Yeah, lifetime highlight stuff there. And then Tom said that Shoei was when he was still with the Angels, which is sweet. Yeah, definitely cool.
And then, so there was at the GMC Sports place, booth, they had like optic boxes, and this one guy just bought every single one of them. Not even lying. Bought every single one of them. And every fat pack and everything. So he had actually gotten a big card, and sold it to the shop for store credit, and was just going through and buying all these boxes with his store credit. So he was basically like at his limit where he couldn't buy any more optic boxes. So he bought me and this other kid that was there these 2 like fat packs, which are like hangers and stuff. So in these boxes, you have a chance to pull an uptown or a downtown, and they're like case hits, which are, they're not, there's...
Some can be big, and
uptowns are more common, and downtowns are
very rare.
Yeah. So he gives it to me, and me and this other kid are like, I'm going to pull a huge banger. And he said, yeah, well, I am. And I picked the bottom pack. I come out, I'm going through it. Surely enough, I pull a uptown Xavier Worthy, which I then sold straight right then and there for $100 cash. And then behind it, there was a JJ McCarthy green Velocity, which I was just stoked about that one. Just set the other cards down. And my dad's like, hey, well, here's a JJ McCarthy too. And then they sleeved it up. I don't know. It's pretty chaotic.
Yeah, that was a cool card.
Yeah.
So yeah, Emery made some trades, made some cash today. Made $100, and it was, that guy was super nice.
That's not all that he did. He was, like I said, he was opening a ton of boxes, and all the other bulk base stuff, he was just giving them all to me and stuff, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was some cool stuff. Yeah, that guy hit another card that was like a $1,500 downtown.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin dual downtown. And honestly, a Jaden Daniels rookie downtown would be my dream card, honestly. Because he plays for Washington, it's in D.C., and the background is so cool. It has the White House, the Washington Monument. It's really cool. So that's but they're it's a really expensive card, so I'll probably never get that. But
well, let's get to ripping. What do you want to rip first?
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do both. These are the these clear, these are insert
cello packs.
They're some sort of insert packs, or these are tops.
They hand these out at certain events.
Yeah, these are just. What year is this? 2024 tops. Vladdy Guerrero, Manny Machado,
no.
Jordan Alvarez, Chris Bryant, Aaron Judge. Yeah, these are tops trading card day cards. You want to open that? Should I open up the hockey?
And then I'll open that one.
Yeah, 2025 National Hockey Card Day.
This is Top Series 1. Like, these are fat packs, so, like, you can actually pull
Yeah, there might be
some good stuff.
You can get good stuff out of the fat packs. This is just a single.
Dylan Bundy, Gary Sanchez. Wait, hold on. I just got 3
Are the same guy?
Twins in a row.
Oh.
Trent, no namer.
Patrick Waugh.
I've literally gotten 4 Twins.
It's a Twins hot pack. Dodgers. Now we're into the Dodgers.
Miguel Vargas, rookie, never heard of her.
These are kind of cool. Legends on Ice. There's a Dominic Hasek card here.
Fernando Tatis.
With the Sabres.
Oh. Wait, is that a case hit?
Nothing huge. What? I don't think so.
Get the pennies. Get the pennies.
For what?
Just in case. Scooble.
Did you get a Scoob?
Yeah, just hold on. Hold on. Don't touch it.
What are you
Hold
talking
on.
about?
Just grab a
It is not a big card. What is it?
I don't know. It was
Is it
upside
numbered?
down. It could be short print. You don't know.
Well, who is it?
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Okay. Emery just hit the biggest card of his life,
No.
apparently.
I've pulled the biggest card.
Stars of MLB, Fernando Tatis Jr.
I don't know. It
is pretty cool.
Could be a
card.
case hit. That looks like a case hit design.
Well, we'll look it up real quick. You can go ahead and open those up.
This is some Topps Heritage. So like the box that we opened, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Or
I don't know.
That was $2. Okay, not a case hit. Just like an insert. You never
It's
know.
a different card. Just keep opening what you're opening. Let me look at this here.
So what we opened a couple weeks ago was Topps Heritage, and that's where we pulled the autograph out of. So Nolan Gorman, rookie, Corey Gleyber Torres, Detroit Tiger. Corey was a Tiger. Alec Baum, Ryan something, Hunter Wong, Christian Yelich, Josh Donaldson, Felix Bautista, Kavan Biggio, Cedric Mullins, Shia Land something. Oh, that's cool. All Stars, Ronald Acuna Jr. and Aaron Judge. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's like a $2 card.
Oswaldo Cabrera, rookie, and Louis Varland. Nothing.
That's cool. Cool. All right, what else do we got? Time to open the NBA hoops.
Oops. I wonder if these are like scorecards.
Corey Kluber.
Oh my god.
So no autos.
You can pull autos out of these.
Yeah, that's a good box there.
Do you want to open some?
Yeah, I want to open some. These are fat. 15 cards a pack.
Oh wait, hold on.
So these are 24, 25
If there's
NBA hoops.
so it says somewhere, like if there's 14. I thought it said somewhere on this, like if there's.
I got a numbered card. First pack, heater.
Right, yeah.
Numbered card on the back.
Hey, all funds go to the kid.
All proceeds will go to the Sports Kid Podcast.
Oh, SGA, that's cool.
James Harden, Max Stress.
Junk.
We got a heater.
Oh, Giannis, look at that.
We got a Jalen Brunson. That's just.
Oh! Ooh!
What's that?
I don't even know. I would have no clue.
Isaiah Collier,
Wait, hold on.
rookie. Hold on. Peyton Watson. I got a backwards Giannis card, too.
Please be auto. Please be auto. Please be auto. Please be auto. Please be auto.
This back card is a numbered.
Nobody wants that card.
Hold on, I'm moving there's a Giannis card here too that could be big. I don't know. It's backwards. That usually is a sign.
Just flip it over.
So this is a.
Oh, that's sick. That's awesome.
How do you even this dude from the Chicago Bulls rookie card numbered to 49?
Can I pronounce it?
I don't know. Matt Buzelis.
Here, let me see.
Matas.
Matas Buzelis.
All right, so we pull.
Okay,
ready? All right, we're gonna pull.
Please be an auto. Oh,
Giannis. No auto.
Out of 99.
It's not numbered, is it?
Yes, it is.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, I can't see that. Yeah. Number to 99, Giannis blue.
Wait, but hold on. I pulled this Giannis. Look at this.
Man,
Look at that. That's cool.
that was a good pack so far.
This is already a good box. So
Those
far.
are numbered
Or
cards.
wait.
And it does say there can be autos.
Wait.
Right? I'm opening the next one. Can't wait.
No, hold on. This says something. Look for Blaster exclusive scope parallels.
Is that what the Giannis is?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. I got another numbered. Another number coming in the back here.
These might actually be some good packs.
This is a good box here.
Probably made our money back already.
It was free. We got an SGA.
What does that look like?
Is that the same one you got?
Oh my gosh, I pulled Bronny James. That's getting pennied.
Kyle Filipowicz.
Oh, Zach Edey.
Holmgren with the OKC Thunder. Zach Edey. What'd you get?
Mine's way cool.
Mine's a rookie.
I think those are inserts in the packs. Those, see that right there? Those arriving now, Denver. Wait, what's
Got another backwards card. Man.
Can I have your packs?
Man. There's some heat coming out of this. DeRon Holmes.
Stephon Castle. That's an absolute bang. That's an absolute. Oh, it's a postcard.
Andre Jackson Jr. numbered to 99.
Wait, hold on. What? No, that's a.
The Stephon Castle. Is it good?
Yes.
Stephon Castle rookie
Postcard.
greetings postcard.
I don't know. I think it's good.
We don't know anything about these. It is not numbered. But that is sweet.
And you have another number card. Great.
These, man.
Right? You have all the good cards.
Don't just flip to the back.
I might as well just look.
There's no numbered there. All right, here we go. No Pistons so far, which that's a bummer.
I think
We
they're
got Andre Drummond. Oh, there we go. Isaiah Stewart. With the
I already
Pistons.
had a Pistons card.
Did you?
Yes.
Ooh.
I had a Ron Holland arriving in Detroit.
I got a LeBron James. That's going to the back. All right. Cool. Put those together. No. All right. Who we got here?
Don't want no.
Steph Curry.
Why you gotta say it like that? Steph.
Whoa. SGA backwards. An SGA card that is backwards.
And I pull the absolute worst cards.
Hold on.
But the nice part about it
We
is
got a Jalen Williams.
all funds go to the kid.
That's a cool card there.
Hey, all funds go to the kid.
Buddy Healed.
Oh, no.
Never heard of him.
No one has ever heard of him.
Here we go. SGA card. It's backwards. Flipping it around. Here we go. Frequent Flyers. SGA. Is it numbered? It is not numbered.
Where'd my...
Wow. Where did all the hits go?
Right here.
Where are the hits? Where is the air horn?
See, look. Ron Holland arriving in Detroit.
Okay. That we just hit some fire, I feel like, out of that box.
Honestly, I don't even know.
We're going to have to look those up. We will look those up after the podcast here because we got to.
That's Giannis and Warner probably the best.
I have heard that those are like good cards. The, what they call them, the postcards.
I don't know. I have a Aiden Hutchinson one.
Yeah, those are.
No wonder why that kid liked it.
NBA hoops. That's where it's at. NBA hoops. That was sweet.
This podcast is going to go very long.
Giannis post. I have to look that up.
It's not a Giannis postcard.
Who was it?
It's Stefan Castle.
Oh. What was the Giannis one?
All
All right, I can't wait. We're looking it up real quick. It's the arriving now.
Oh, it's $1.
That one? All right. Yeah, it's only, I don't know. They're all over the place here.
That one sold for $12. That did sell for $12.
Some of these, yeah, that one sold for $12. Is it a hollow?
No.
All right. What's this one?
Wait, hold on.
What's the Giannis?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, I can't spell that.
ANT.
No, what's the what type of card is it?
Blue Scope Parallel. Wow.
That might be like a $15 card, $10 or $15 card.
Save it up. Get the pennies. Get the pennies.
Yeah.
Get the pennies.
All right, we will look the rest of those up because we have no clue.
We don't even know, like, before the breaks that we did for episode 10 or whatever it was, we had never opened up basketball.
Yeah, we'll go back through them later. All right, are we ready to get into...
This podcast is going to go very long.
No, I mean, we're at 43 minutes right now. We're doing good.
It's going to take another hour.
So you want to talk about...
What should we talk about first?
What do you want to talk about first? We've got our meet and greets.
I say we talk about that guy in that photo right there.
Yeah, we'll start with him.
So
hold on. Let me try to get this split because we're going to share the screen on these. 1 second here. 1 second.
I have the water.
Yeah, there's the water. We are going to do a screen share for those watching at home. Just a moment. Let's try to do that. Split this, split that. Get this screen.
Oh, no, don't show that.
No. What happened?
Don't look. Show with your eyes.
Don't look. Hold on.
See, that looks good. Just try to move.
How did it go back? Hold on. We screwed up. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
So
We're trying to get this squared away here in the screen so it looks good.
So I had a request from my mama. She said, watch out for Denny McClain. So we're there our first day there. We saw him. We didn't really know how. So this place where he is called the forward area, it's called. So this is like all these people are signing like for free or really cheap. I think they were actually all free.
I think I don't know if they were free or not.
But
anyway,
his was free. I'm pretty sure
they were the easier ones to get.
Yeah,
you didn't need to buy a ticket. You didn't need to stand in line. Really, just anybody could go up and. So
he was. So this is Denny McClain. He what was he? The Cy Young winner, 68,
a couple years in a row. Yep.
The
MVP.
World Series champion.
Yeah, he was obviously one of the greatest pitchers in baseball, arguably of all time. His son, I believe, that was there. Would argue that he was the best of all time.
He was talking some smack about Tariq Skubal.
Yeah, he was like, all these people talking about Tariq Skubal. He couldn't carry his jockstrap.
He was he was something else. But
Yeah, he's like complete game. He was kind of. But yeah, Denny McClain, he was fine. We didn't talk too much.
we rarely talked to him. Our friends from the Mitten State Sports Corner said they asked him if he would do an interview, and he said he didn't really want to. So we didn't really want to, we probably could have said hi or talked to him a little bit or something. But we just kind of took a photo, which was cool. He seemed kind of nice. I couldn't tell you, though.
Yeah, I think he was fine. He was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see him.
So yeah, that was cool.
Couple comments coming in from Mama and Mel. Both of them would argue that Denny McClain is the best of all time. 68 World Series winner. That was back when pitchers pitched complete games and pitched 3 times a week. Yep. Yeah, I don't take anything away from the guy.
Yeah, he's really good. I would just say it was a different game, though.
Yeah.
So you can't compare him because, him now.
Well, him, at 90 years old
now. No.
Him in his prime.
Yeah, him in his prime in 2025.
But he might be that much better, too. You never know, right?
But, if you put him in his prime when he was playing in, the late 60s, same skill, same everything, put him in 2025, he wouldn't even be on the bullpen. I don't know. He'd probably be.
Yeah, he would be.
But he probably couldn't pitch it fast enough.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to look up his stats to see what he was throwing back there. Denny, we're going to look it up real quick.
It was a lot tougher back then, and teams were a lot more competitive. Yeah.
Let's look him up.
That's not going to throw it how fast. That's not going to show it how fast.
It might. I don't know.
He played 10 years.
We're looking up his stats.
Played for Detroit for a long time.
Yeah.
Majority of his career.
Let's look it up. Denny McClain.
Holy cow, 93, 95.
Fastball speed is estimated to have been in the mid-90s.
Yeah, he could play.
Yeah.
Now, I think his arm will probably get more.
That being said, though, the batting was a little bit different. The hitting was
They were
different.
I wonder, he pitched against Mickey Mantle.
Probably.
That's cool.
Let's look. Mickey Mantle. Yeah. He intentionally allowed Mickey Mantle to hit his 535th career home run, a milestone hit that broke Jimmy Fox's record. Mantle was in his final season of his career, and it was his last at-bat at Tiger Stadium. Wow. McClain, who was on his way to his 31st win of the season, which was a record, was enjoying a large lead late in the game and reportedly told his catcher to let Mantle hit one. That's pretty sweet. So what was the thing about him winning 31?
31 wins in a single season.
Yeah.
So that means a win when you're a pitcher means you start the game and your team ends up winning, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so soon.
So a couple more comments coming through here. So it's a lifetime achievement meeting him. It was a lot tougher back then. Teams were a lot more competitive. No drugs back then. There was no divisions. If you won the American League, you went to the World Series. He was a 30-game winner. Yep. Tom said it's not 102 miles an hour for the last pitch of a complete game, though. So maybe you don't talk smack about Skubal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is his son, who's probably not done a whole lot in his life, was talking a lot of smack about Skubal. And I'm like, dude, just chill a little bit. Don't live in your dad's shadows for your whole life. But it was cool meeting him.
Yeah.
And we didn't really stand around talking to him too much, but I'm sure he's got some really cool stories. There was another old timer standing there. They were sharing stories.
Yeah.
All right, want to move to the next one? Huh? Which one do you want to go to next? So we've got five guys that we're going to talk about here.
Kojo.
I don't know if it's... we're going to flip through.
Oh.
I don't know why it's doing that. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, so who we got here?
So this is Cornelius Johnson. He was part of the 2023 Michigan National Champion team. And I got to interview him. He's super nice. Really cool dude, it seems like. Like, it takes like I only had 5 minutes or so with him and some of the other people. And, they were all really nice.
Yeah, and to give a little background story about where you're at in this picture.
So, our friends at JMC Sports, they were able to give us an all-access pass, which allows us to get back here. And this is the backstage. So, like, all the helmets and everything that you see there, they're all, like, stores.
So the difference, like, they do public signings, all these guys, and then they do private signings. So this area here was where they do the private signings. So they're just sitting back there signing autographs.
So cool. Like, we couldn't interview all the players, but it was just as cool because, like, you get so close to, like...
Who was there yesterday that we were close to?
Jelly? No.
A couple of the ladies from the A League of Their Own were there, the actresses, and then...
Yeah, that was it.
No, Penix.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about it. Michael Penix Jr. just comes... people like him, like, he didn't really want to be there, you know?
Yeah, he was there just to work, basically. But
he was there for money, but, like...
We were basically right by Penix. You got to meet Brad Galley.
Yeah.
From Channel 7.
Channel 7's...
And so he was cool. Got to talk to him for a little bit. We were basically in the back
with all the big namers.
Yeah, that was yesterday. We got to even have better encounters today. But
yeah,
so
interviewed him.
This is him holding up, and we'll share out the interviews. We videoed all these. We'll put them out as videos on the social media, YouTube, and that.
So this is him holding. So, like, they just have stacks of photos and stuff that he just goes through and signs, kind of. And this is him holding up the photo of him with the rose in his mouth after they had won the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, so Emery had asked, like, what was the highlight of his college career, I think.
You'll have to, like, see it, but the interview was, like, really cool because he was, like, he always kept pulling up photos, and it was funny. He's like, winning one of these, and he's like,
yeah.
He was a cool dude.
Yeah, so that was pretty sweet. That was yesterday.
And then we'll do the other one from yesterday.
It's not letting me switch. So let's flip to that one.
And then, so do I grab the thing that's over there?
If you want, yeah. I mean, I'll go ahead and grab that. So this was Blake Corum. This was during the public signing, so we didn't get to interview him, but
we actually didn't really get to interview him, but I did ask him one question.
Yeah, Emery asked him a question, so
and I was getting this mini helmet signed, so that was really cool.
We had already had this mini helmet. Who's the other auto on there?
Khalil Mullings, who is another Michigan running back.
Yeah. So yesterday was all the Michigan guys. JJ was there.
And then that's
Corum and a bunch of the other guys. So yeah, that one's sweet.
Yeah, definitely. And he was cool too. Like all these guys there, I feel like at least the people that we met, they were all like really cool. You know?
Yeah, we've been to other signings, and sometimes they kind of like just push you through pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So the Blake one, like they let us take a photo like this, and sometimes you go to them and they won't even let you take photos.
They just kind of push you through.
I still sneak photos just because, but
it's dumb. Like,
usually they frown upon it.
That's the thing about it. That's probably the downside is like you're paying all this money to get the thing signed. Like, just give a photo.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like they're on a time crunch and all that other stuff. But
Blake was right. Blake was there. JJ was right next to him. JJ looked like he was having fun too.
yeah,
Like
he was doing.
letting people take selfies
Yeah,
and stuff.
it was cool.
We did not do JJ. All right, what? Let's go to
The other person.
this one. So this was today. Who do we got here? And this was backstage as well.
Yes. So if you see in the background there's just a mound of Lions helmets.
Yeah, and who do we got here?
So this is Amik Robertson. He's don't know, I forget what position he is.
A cornerback?
I think he's a cornerback or safety for the Detroit Lions. Was a big part of carrying their straggling defense last year. Him and Carlton Davis. He was a big help, and he was just as cool as Cornelius Johnson, if not even cooler. He's so nice.
Yeah, he was super cool.
Yeah.
In the interviews, again, we'll share those out. But so we were backstage again today doing this one, and you'll see in the video actually that Jahmyr Gibbs was like right there.
Yeah, he's like right behind us, and it was crazy because like over like one table down, Ali McNeil was there. On the other side of the table, Terry and Arnold.
Yeah.
Like Jahmyr Gibbs was right there. As
St. Brown was back there.
St. Brown. We didn't really get to see him because he does not like people, and he kind of like he was hiding in a back corner, literally.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was a cool.
yeah.
This was a cool interview.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Yeah. Cornelius, he was kind of signing autographs when he was, doing his thing. And so, but he did stop and do the interview. Amik stood up with Emery and, talked to him.
Yeah,
it was a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
But that was really
Gave
sweet.
him a business card.
Yeah. We'll tag him. We'll try to get him to like and follow. But he was super cool. Let's go to the next one here.
The last final one.
Let me find it. Yep, there we go.
Bam.
We'll only zoom in on this one. So if you can't recognize that guy, he's not a golfer.
Yeah, he goes by Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Also known as the greatest running back of all time.
Yeah. So.
And this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, this was in the public signing area, or having him sign that helmet.
So, like, going into it, we kind of thought that we were going to have to, like, sneak a photo in and all that kind of stuff. But come to find out, the reason it was taking so long is because he's having full-on conversations with everyone. And it was so cool. He's, like, taking photos with people.
Yeah. We were in line. He was signing autographs for probably close to 5 hours in the public signing. And we were able to kind of get earlier up into in the line, thankfully. But even once we got in the line, and this basically they have a huge area where everybody stands, and then they have each ticket has a number on it, and then they call like a range of numbers, like 25 numbers. So once you get into that 25 range, that's when you go into
and not
line.
to mention they also have VIPs.
Yeah.
And they just say VIPs, and tons of people have the VIP passes.
But we're in the group of 25, and it probably took us 30 minutes at least.
We weren't.
Once we got in there,
it
took 20, 30 minutes just to get up to him.
And when we were in the back, we couldn't really see him.
Yeah.
And we were joking with this other guy, man, Barry, hurry it up.
Yeah.
Because we weren't moving. Well, once we get kind of closer, I'm looking and I'm like, his agent is taking people's phones and videoing them and taking photos. It was the craziest thing. So my dad was like, well, here, just take the other mic and ask him a couple questions. So I kind of had to come up with 2 questions in that moment, right then and there.
And we just thought, because usually, again, we just thought he was going to sign and then pass us along. But You'll see in the video, it's over 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Of Emery started the conversation, asked a couple questions. You can see in the picture here. He was standing there and answered the questions.
Yeah.
But then he started asking Emery questions about the podcast.
He was like, so what made you start doing a podcast? He was like, so how long you been doing the podcast? And I was like, oh, like 18 weeks.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, how'd you start doing the podcast? And I was like,
yeah, how'd you come up with that idea or whatever?
And I was like, well, I've always really liked sports. And I said, watching you.
I like how you threw that one in.
And I thought it was fitting.
Yeah.
And I said, and I've always been really knowledgeable about it. So my dad told me, you should just do a podcast. And we're kind of here now. And he said, that's cool and stuff.
Yeah.
And even his agent was like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. It was an awesome interaction with the legend. Again, we've been to a lot of these and they just usher you through. And so to see him actually taking time, and he took time with everybody that was there.
Yeah.
And then allowed us to take photos. Like Emery said, I handed him my phone.
Like I was videoing.
Agent dude or whatever is just over there taking pictures the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I was filming with the other phone.
And it
was sweet.
After the show was done, we did like a post show recap.
Yeah.
And I said, shaking his hand was the craziest thing. And it's like, he's like, and then he's like, and it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. Definitely a highlight with Barry Sanders. I mean, it was the main reason we went down there, honestly, was to get his autograph.
Did we? So
we had no clue or never would have dreamt about actually Emery getting a couple questions in and interviewing him and talking with him. So, did
you give him a business card? No, I didn't.
We did not give Barry a business card. You did give. Well, you mentioned you gave one to Amik.
Yeah.
But we did hand out a lot of business cards.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I was wearing the hat, and you were wearing the shirt, and
Emery's hopeful that they will remember the podcast.
I know he does a lot of things, and he's really busy and stuff. But he was full on asking me how I was doing a podcast. I just think he kind of has to remember. And it's like, how many times do you meet an 11-year-old who has a podcast?
Yeah.
And if we tag him in it, then maybe he'll come across it or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Regardless, it was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Definitely a highlight there. But yeah, it was a good show. And there was a couple other guys we were hoping to meet, but didn't. But it was cool. I think it was enough. Emery, afterwards, I'm like, all right. And this is right after the Barry one. I'm like, okay, like, do you want to go talk to more guys? And he's like, I think that's good for today. I think I'm set. Like Barry, that's a highlight there. It was pretty sweet though, right?
Yeah. Like, even because like I got to the point where like I wanted to do a photo op because I thought that we wouldn't get
we would even get a picture of him.
Yeah.
But the photo ops are really expensive, so we're like, nah, we won't do one of those.
I was thinking about it afterwards. The reason they were so expensive because it was with Calvin Johnson.
No, that was a separate one.
Really? It was even more?
Double.
It was double that?
Yeah. So you could do an individual photo. So Calvin Johnson was there today. Jared Goff, Gibbs, St. Brown, Taryn Arnold, Amik, Ali McNeil, which we saw Ali McNeil as well. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, he was back in the back. Yeah, a bunch of the guys were there. Montgomery was there Friday. But yeah, you could do a photo op with any of them. You pay extra for that. And then you could do a dual photo op with Barry and Calvin.
Which I don't understand why they're doing that, because like they didn't even play together.
Yeah, just two legends.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Our buddy Matt is on there. Just commented Barry tops them all. Yes. Big shout out. We've been shouting you guys out, Matt, the entire show. Really appreciate you guys and everything you've done for us and the podcast and helping Emery out. And I don't know, it's just been, that's the biggest thing to me was just how cool everybody's been to us so far. Emery's wearing this jersey, JMO jersey that our buddy Brett, Mitten State Sports Corner, gave him today.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome.
Like,
just an awesome experience so far.
Some guy even gave me this.
Yeah, this is what year is that? 1970, 76.
76.
Tigers scorebook.
He's like, "You like the Tigers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, let's take this."
Yeah, it's been quite the experience so far, and it's we definitely had a great time.
Yeah,
and looking forward to more and seeing where things go. It's only, 20
not
weeks.
even episode 20.
20 weeks coming up next week. Big show. Gonna be doing some big stuff next week, and just gonna keep going from there. We talked to a lot of people this weekend, gave out a lot of business cards, and a lot of people thought it was really cool. And
hopefully they all come and watch, and
the word will continue to spread. We're gonna stay consistent, and that'd be it. Try to get some more guests. I'm gonna start pushing for different guests again coming up.
Yeah.
Try to do a rotation. We need Brett back on here. We need Mike and Zach, and then a couple other dudes we've been talking to.
Yeah.
Sound good? Anything else you want to say? What was the highlight of the weekend for you?
Meeting Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
We're probably just interviewing the players in general.
Yeah.
Him definitely the most.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Tom, and everybody else. Definitely appreciate you guys. We're going to share those videos out. We'll have to post them all individually on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we'll get those shared out for everybody to watch. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good recap.
Yeah.
But tune in next week, episode 20. And
big show.
We got a big show coming for you. Big show coming next week.
It's so big, I don't even know about it.
We've got a lot of things we've been talking about, so we just got to button them down, and we'll promote it and push it out.
Yeah.
Sound good? All right, I think I'm pretty tired. We're at 1:09 on the clock, it looks like, so let's shut her down. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate you. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. And we appreciate that as well. So we will hit the closeout song here.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Kid Podcast.
Have a blessed week. We will see you next week. See ya.